Hey guys, this is Life from Maniac. Guys, we're continuing our spooky season with the deck profile. I've got one deck profile for you in store right in front of you, namely the deck profile of Yami Bakura. I call this one the Yami Bakura Dark Ruler Hades deck profile. So why Dark Ruler Hades? Because the focus mainly or specifically on Dark Ruler Hades and all spell and trap cards that are related to him or on which artwork he is on. Of course, we also have cards like Dark Knight if we're still in here. We are still talking about Yami Bakura, so it is just natural and makes all the sense in the world that we have also cards like the Destiny board cards in here. And yeah, let's just dive into it, I would suggest. So what I did, like I said before, I wanted to give a little bit variety in this deck. I wanted to have, on the one hand, a focus on the old cards that Yami Bakura had as well, or specific essential old cards. But on the other hand, I wanted to focus on many new fiend type monsters on the one hand, and of course new spell cards on the other hand. So let's just get into it. I'm starting off with Reaper of the Nightmare. Oh no, it's called Spirit Reaper. Yeah, Spirit Reaper. 3 stars, a dark attribute, and a zombie type monster, 300 attack and 200 defense. I'm just wondering, I never saw this card in the anime, I think, but if it would be in the anime, or would have been, then Yami Bakura would get guaranteed got this card in his deck. So 300 attack, 200 defense. This monster cannot be destroyed by battle. Just by a card that specifically designs it as an target. I think a spell, trap, or effect monster doesn't matter. It's immediately destroyed. So like if you equip a spell card on it, for example, then it's also destroyed. And if it damages your opponent's life points, then you can randomly choose a card from his or her hand, and then discard it to the graveyard. Then I have, and because we also need a little bit stalling power, this is also a stalling engine in my after my stance, because like it cannot be destroyed by battle. Then also I have Duke Shade, the Shadow Rainer, Sinful Shadow Rain. And it's also Fiend type monster, 500 attack, 2000 defense. Of course, we want to have a good defensive posture as well. And its effect works like that. You can randomly offer as a tribute one random number of dark monsters, and then you can special summon this card, from your hand, and if you do, it gets 500 attack for each monster that you offered as a tribute. And if this card is has been special summoned as a normal or special summon, you can choose one dark type monster with 5 stars or higher from your graveyard and take it to your hand. So also a handy effect right there. And you can pick every effect of Dark Shade, the Sinful Shadow Rain, just once per turn. And in the turn, and in which you activate one of his effects, you cannot special summon any other monsters except for dark type monsters, which we have a lot of in here. So yeah, okay, I would even suggest most of them. Then I thought, why not put in some vanillas in here, as it was Yami Bakura's style back in the day. I would think you would still try to summon Dark Necrophy and then along with it Dark Sanctuary. So Dark Prisoner was in the structure deck, in the Speedwheel structure deck, contained Dark Attribute 3 stars, Fiend type, normal monster, 600 attack and 1000 defense, so an easy target for any enemy opponent. Or maybe if you want to discard it, then you can do it. I put in there one Morphing Jaw number 2 because he got Morphing Jaw number 1, and I thought maybe this also would make sense to special summon some monsters from your deck to the field. Earth attribute 3 stars, rock type, flip effect, 800 attack and 700 defense. Of course, it works like that. It's a flip effect, shuffle all monsters on the field in the deck. Then each player excavates cards from the top of the deck until they excavate the same number of monsters they shuffled into their main deck. Special summon all excavated level 4 or lower monsters and face on defense position. Also send the remaining cards to the graveyard. So all monsters with higher than 4 stars are also brought to the graveyard, as well as spell and trap cards, of course. Next one is, of course, this one. Let's speed up and resume your play if you're a little bit desperate. Yeah. Maybe switch the tides a little bit in your favor. Then the Shadow who controls the Dark attribute 3 stars, 800 attack, 700 defense, of course, and Fiend type monster as well. Just look at that artwork, guys. Cool. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Then that which feeds on life. Yami Bakura was really much known for monsters that had also very creepy artwork. So this dude in here really doesn't have any head, or is this in the background his head? Well, I don't know. Well, he has also Headless Knight, so this one also makes sense in that matter. In that relation. Dark attribute 4 stars, 1200 attack, 1000 defense, a little bit stronger, but yeah, still nothing that a good opponent cannot cope with. Then I put in here Wilmy, Earth attribute 4 stars. I'm not sure which type this was anymore, but it doesn't matter at all because I just wanted this one in here. A, because it's vanilla, and B, because of its really dark artwork. Maybe it's even a Fiend type, I don't know. I don't recall it, but yeah. I have it in here, and yeah. 1000 attack, 1200 defense, so not that bad. So, next up is, of course, the Goblin Zombie. He had this card back in the day. I thought still a good combination, why not? Dog attribute 4 stars, a zombie type, 1100 attack, 1050 defense. And if its effect works like that, if this card puts battle damage to your opponent, then take the top card of his deck and put it to the graveyard. If this card has been put to the graveyard from the field, then you add one zombie type monster with 1200 attack or fewer defense from your deck to your hand. So very cool effects. Cool, 2 practical effects for you. Also a good destruction device, you might say. A good destruction engine. Then Prometheus, King of the Shadows. Dog attribute 4 stars, 1200 attack and 800 defense, and Fiend type, of course. If this card is normal summoned, banish one more or dark monsters from your graveyard. And if you do, this card gains 400 attack for each until the end of the turn. Of course, you also need some monsters which have the possibility and option to boost their attack stats, because just with weak monsters, it's nothing. You cannot make any plays at all. Then Fiendish Rhino Warrior, an Earth attribute but 3 stars and a Fiend type, 1400 attack and 900 defense. And the effects works like that. Fiend monsters you control except Fiendish Rhino Warrior cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. So very good effect, good protection mechanics. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can send one Fiend monster from your deck to the graveyard. So also helps the effect of Dark Necrophy to come faster into play. Except Fiendish Rhino Warrior, of course, you can only use this effect of Fiendish Rhino Warrior once per turn. Then one Mystic Tomato, Dog attribute 4 stars, 1400 attack and 1100 defense. Plant type. When this card, of course, when this card is effect, you know it. If this card is destroyed by battle, then you can pick one monster from your deck with 1500 attack or lower and special summon to the field. Still very handy, also because it's a Dog attribute monster. Then Twin-Headed Wolf. Also was in the Speedo structure deck from Yami Marek and Yami Bakura. Twisted Nightmares. Contained Dark Attribute 4 stars. A Fiend type monster, 1500 attack, 1000 defense. While you control another Fiend monster, negate the effects of flip monsters destroyed by battle with this card. Good anti-flip effects engine in there, right there. Then Dark Cross Knight. Dark Attribute 4 stars, 1600 attack, but just 200 defense. It's Warrior, but still with a Dark Attribute, so you can use it for Dark Necrophilia maybe, or not Dark Necrophilia, but some the other Dark Attribute engines. You can put one Dark type monster from your hand to the graveyard to give this one a 400 attack boost as well. So really similar to Prometheus King of the Shadows from the effect. Then Arima, the Wicked Warden, Dark Attribute 4 stars, Fiend type of course, 1700 attack, and 0 defense. So you can discard this card, add 1 layer of darkness from your deck to your hand, you can tribute 1 dark monster, draw 1 card. So also a good draw possibility, to draw power. Or if you tributed a dark monster other than this card to activate this effect, you can add 1 dark monster with 2000 or more defense from your deck to your hand instead. So also very cool. If you have, we have of course, it's the reference on the dark Duke Shade, the Shadow Sin, Shadow Sinful, Sinful Shadow Rain. Yeah, also working together with this one. Then to go on with the whole shenanigans, I have 1 Dark Blade, captain of the Dark World of the course Dark Attribute 4 stars, a warrior type, but still a Dark Attribute 1800 attack, 1 card monster card with good attacks and defense stat, 1500 defense, not that bad. It's working with light and dark type monsters. It's I would recommend this card more to make sense in a dark light deck profile, but yeah, you can also put it in here of course, as it's a dark monster and has strong stats in terms of artwork as well. And it works like that. If you can a dark monster from your deck and banish it, and in order to like take 1 light type monster with 4 stars or lower, choose it that your opponent controls, equip it to that card, and if this card is destroyed, you can destroy instead the monster that you equipped it with. Also very cool because it's not dependent from you having light type monsters in your deck, and which we do not have in here. So also it's working. Then Opticlops. Why Opticlops? Opticlops has good attack and as well as defense stats. It's a Dark Attribute monster. Does have 4 stars. It's a Fiend type, 1800 attack and 1700 defense. But another thing about this card is very essential, namely the very thing that this is supposed to be a servant of the Dark Ruler. It's set on the card, a 1-eyed giant that serves the Dark Ruler Hades and skewers its enemies with its sharp horn, shattering them to pieces. So there you go. Then, of course, our main boss monster of this very deck, Dark Ruler Hades, Dark Attribute, 6 stars, a Fiend type monster, 2450 attack and 1600 defense. Cannot be special from the graveyard, negate the effects of monsters destroyed by battle with Fiend monsters you control. So also this card also in case it destroys monster, its effects are negated, and also of course all the fiend type monsters that also destroys monsters while this card is, for example, on the field. Then I have Lesser Fiend. Dark Attribute 5 stars, Fiend type monster, 2100 attack and 1000 defense, and its effect works like that. But banish any monsters destroyed by battle with this card, so also removes them from play. A very good engine right there. Then Dark Necrophilia. Of course, we have a Yami Bakura deck. This card has to be in here. 8 stars, Dark Attribute Fiend type monster, 2200 iconic attacks and stats and 2800 iconic defense stats. Of course, effect works like that. Can be not normal summon set. Must be first special from your hand by banishing 3 fiend type monsters from your graveyard. During the end phase, if this card is in your graveyard because it was destroyed in your main monster zone by an opponent's card and at this turn, that one face up monster your opponent controls, equip this card to that target, or this card is equipped to a monster by this effect, take control of that monster. So also good control engine as well. Then, last but not least, I thought, why not have a new boss another new boss monster in here, which is Greed Khazar, Dark Attribute, 7 stars, Fiend type monster. Of course, it has question mark attack stats and question mark defense stats, and that effect works like that. This card's original attack and defense are each equal to its level by 300. So it does have, I think, 7. So it gets automatically 2100 attack as well as defense. And then this monster's level is increased by the level of monsters it destroys by battle. So every time you do that, it gets 300 attack and defense additionally. It's a very cool effect, and might come convenient. So this is my lineup for the monster cards. Let's get into the spells. With the spells, there shouldn't be that much of surprises. Like I said, I will be having some of the other old engines in here as well, and I thought after my for my taste, a Yami Bakura deck profile needs these cards: Spirit Message I, N, A, and L, of course, working along and together with the F Destiny board. And of course, if you have all 5 pieces onto the field, then you automatically win the game. Another card which is very is a condition to play that engine successfully, of course, the Dark Sanctuary. I pulled this one from the Legendary Duelist Emerald Destiny. Who didn't watch it can do it on this channel. A permanent spell card which works like that. If one Spirit Message card is added to your side of the field due to Destiny board, you can instead special summon as a normal monster, Fiend type, Dark Attribute, 1 star, 0 attack, 0 defense, and if you do, it gets unaffected by any card effects, except that from Destiny board, and it cannot be targeted as an attack target by your opponent. But it cannot prevent your opponent from attacking you directly. If a monster of your opponent declares an attack, you throw a coin, and if the result is heads, you negate the attack, and if you do, your opponent gets damage equal to the half of the attack of the monster. So very strong. But of course, they do not have the other upside, which is that you also get the in the anime you also get the points that your opponent lost. So even then a little bit more OP. But after my opinion, it's not OP. But yeah, for the TCG, it logically was to conclude that. Then a soul exchange. Of course, you can take one monster of your opponent and tribute as it would be your own. One sword of Dark Destruction, an equipped spell card. Equip only to a dark monster, gets 400 attack and loses 200 attack defense. Which, of course, also helps our weak monsters to boost a little bit up. One fissure, destroy, of course, the face-up monster of your opponent with the lowest attack. Why not? We also need destruction engines against our opponents. For drawing power, Pot of Greed. Who doesn't know this card? Shallow Grave, also a card which he played out in the Battle City arc. Both players can special summon one monster and face down defense position on their respective sides of the field. Then I have a Creature Seizure, one of the cards which were in the I think in the Twisted Nightmares decks. It works like that. Each player gives their opponent control of one of their monsters, so change a little bit like creature swap. You must choose a face-up normal monster. So, yeah, of course, if Yami Bakura has many normal monsters, you give your opponent a weak normal monster, and then you maybe take a strong monster of your opponent if you like, maybe with the back on the ropes, or yeah, to the wall, or yeah, like brought into defense and have much pressure to defend yourself. One Fortune Bargain. Target one special summon monster on either the field, send it to graveyard, and if you do special summon one level 4 or lower normal monster from your hand. Of course, also a special summon option just with normal monsters that we have many in here. Dark Ruler no more. With the artwork, it's just self-explanatory. Negate until the end phase the effect of all face-up monsters that your opponent controls currently. Additionally, your opponent gets for the rest of the turn after this card has been resolved, no damage. Neither player can put monster effects as a reaction to the activation of this card's activation. Then I have Puppet Magic of the Dark Ruler. Also self-explanatory, Dark Ruler on it. Choose one fiend type monster in your graveyard. Banish one face-up monster that you control, and there is equals the level of the monster that you have in your graveyard, and then you can special summon it. Also a full cool engine, of course. One Dispel, possibility to destroy one spell card, face up or face down. If it's face down, you flip it face up. It's a spell card, it's destroyed. If it's a trap card, it's flipped face down again. And last but not least, in Offerings to the Doomed, of course, a quick spell card. Target one face up once on the field, destroy the target, and then you skip your next draw phase. So this is it. This is my spell lineup. Hope you guys enjoyed this one as well. Let's get into drops then. I can spoil already. There will be no fusion deck. So I think Duke of the Demise is not in here. I thought it would be also appropriate to have an non-fusion deck in here. Of course, Destiny board is also already explained it to you. Working with the spirit messages. Then Power Imprisoned. Also with the Dark Ruler Hades on the artwork. Choose one card that you control in case and this turn there has been resolved some monster effects that the activation had this card as a target that you now choose. Negate its effects. During the turn of one random player, except for the turn that this card has been brought to the graveyard, you can banish this card from the graveyard and choose one card that you control. If there were monster effects that has been resolved, that choose this card as a target, then you can negate the effect. So like double possibility. So like if we can pull this activation into play 2 times. Skill Drain, just a very, very, very famous meta card nowadays. A permanent trap card. Activate this card by paying 1000 life points, negate the effects of all face-up monsters while they face up in the field, but effects can still be activated, but yeah, of course they're negated. So, it doesn't help. Drink of Destruction, also with the Dark Ruler Hades on the artwork. Choose one monster that you control, destroy it, and you get life points equally to the amount of the attack points of the destroyed monster. Bark of the Dark Ruler. You can choose only during the damage step of your battle phase. Activate this card in case one monster of a type Fiend on your side of the field is battling. You can pay 100 life points. Life points in an amount of 100 in order to increase the attack and defense set of one monster. Decrease one monster from your opponent by amount of hundreds. You can pay life points, and then by that number they are decreased their attacks as well as the defense stats. Also very cool. So also another Dark Ruler card. And last but not least, I got Soul Drain, also with a Dark Ruler on it, a permanent trap card. Activate by paying 1000 life point monsters that are banished, as well as monsters in the graveyard cannot activate the effects. So guys, this is it. This is my, I think, 40 cards. In case I missed one, you might put in Race for Charity in there, or maybe a Sangan. I think it was 40. Or maybe I did count wrong. Yeah, but last but not least, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, show me some love, guys. Comment down below which was your favorite card. Did you like the deck? Didn't you like it? What could have been better in here after your view? Yeah, as always, I say a good morning, a good evening, a good afternoon, a good midday, a good night. Whenever and wherever you witness this one, this is me, your Slifer Maniac. Stay tuned for more content of this sort. We're still continuing the spooky season. At least try to do it like maybe until the end of November, and then of course there's another time, and we will continue the Oracalcos arc by then. This is me, your Slifer Maniac, and a big peace.